Hello everybody, welcome back. I know it's been a few weeks, and in all honesty, literally right when I try to film, like this happens, Coconut finds me. Ow! Anyways, it's been a few weeks, mainly because I did film a whole ass video and I edited it and everything. And then I decided I hated it, so I nixed the whole thing. Okay, Coconut. Go. Anyways, the video that I originally made was Snoop and Mila. We took them up to the snow, and I thought it would be at least mildly entertaining because they seriously hate the cold. They will not step outside if it's wet to go potty. Go potty! Go outside! Oh, and we're back. Yeah. So I thought it would be funny, and they did not care at all. Thought it was the best thing ever, and we're just like normal dogs in the snow.
He just wants to eat it.
And so I just wasn't confident about it, so I threw it away. Anyways, I'm here this evening and I'm going to film kind of what my normal evening routine is after I get home from work and like taking care of everyone and feeding everybody, which can sometimes be pretty time consuming. And it is time to feed the reptiles, the snake, which I will warn everybody, he does eat large rats. They're not live, they are frozen and then thawed out. If you're not comfortable watching that, please don't watch the video if you don't want to, or when it comes up to that point, I will let you know and you can just skip through it. So I guess I'll just go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so basically when I walk in through the door from work, the dogs are instantly begging me for dinner. So usually I feed them first, but Austin fed them this evening for me, so I don't need to feed them, and I'm pretty sure all the population knows how to feed a dog. Coconut is probably the biggest beggar out of all of them, actually. Right when I walk in the door, he expresses his whole vocabulary to me until I give him food. So I think he may have had a little bit left over from this morning because for some reason he's really quiet. Other than when I was trying to do my intro, of course. What his diet consists of is basically fresh food and pellets, and then a little bit of like a seed mixture. So a lot of people think that parrots and actually really any bird, that their main diet is like bird seed or nuts and things like that, but actually you want to do a lot of fresh foods, grains, fruits, vegetables. You can even give them some different types of meats. They love eggs. A lot of people who have larger parrots, whatever they're eating, they'll give some to their parrot as well. So Coconut eats, it's this pre-mixed like mixture of different things. There's noodles, like oats, corn, lentils, a bunch of stuff in here, and it's all seasoned. I do need to make him this tonight, so I'll be making that. And then I'll put some of that in his bowl, and then this is basically just some seed mixture. This has like some little fruit chews and dried bananas. That's kind of like, I just give him a little bit of that because he loves seed, and I feel really bad not giving him any at all. So I give him a little bit of that with dinner. I'm just gonna kind of cook that up, and then I'll give it to him and he'll be happy bird. So next I'm gonna go ahead and feed Sully. Sully is my tegu, which is a type of monitor lizard. Tegus are huge omnivores, so right now he is mainly on insects, but as he gets older, I'll start introducing some fruits and veggies and a lot of meat like turkey meat and eggs and liver and kidney and all that kind of stuff. So right now he's just on some bugs. But I did forget that I am starting to add in pinkies to his diet, which are like little teeny tiny baby mice. Honestly, you can't really tell what it is, but if you are not comfortable watching that, and he might not eat it either, then go ahead and skip through that as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab him and start offering him his food, so I'll be right back. So basically what I'm gonna offer him is, these are some mealworms, and then, and there's also some dubia roaches. You can't really see. There we go. So they are dusted in like that white powder, which is this calcium and multivitamin powder that I add to his food a few times a week. I'll kind of go more into that when I do a reptile specific video, but that's why these things are covered in that white dust. So I'm gonna go ahead and offer these along with a pinky. All right, so here's Soli. So I'm gonna stick him in here to feed him. So I'm just gonna set him down. And then I'm gonna throw in some of the bugs first. So he is shedding right now. So sometimes when they're shedding, they don't eat. So there's a good chance that he might not eat anything today. So we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a pinky in there and see if he'll eat that. Oh, he took the pinky. He just needed me to feed it to him, I guess. All right, well, it looks like that's all he's eaten today. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him a warm bath now since he is trying to shed. I'll go ahead and fill this up with some warm water and let him soak in there for a little bit. All right, so it is Squiggles' time to eat now. Squiggles is my red-tailed boa. He's a little under 6 feet, so he eats a medium to large size rat. He definitely lets me know when he's hungry. He gets very anxious in his cage. I don't fully trust him. He has bit me before around feeding time, so I am super careful. I will try to go ahead and just pick him up and see if he lets me. But sometimes I do have to bring out my inner Steve Irwin, Jeff Corwin to grab him, and I just have to kind of grab his head and restrain him. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, he is ready to go. I know he's starving, so I don't think I'm gonna take the chance today. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this towel and I'm just gonna kind of drop it over his head, and then I'm gonna grab his head underneath the towel and then pull him on out. So I know I got his head really good because you can see his poor little mouth when I have to grab him like that. He feeds in the bathtub, so I'm gonna go ahead and set him in the bathtub and then I'll offer him his food. All right, so for anyone who does not want to watch my snake eat a frozen thawed rat, go ahead and skip through this part. If you're down, keep watching. All right, so I have Squiggles in the bathtub here. He is ready to go. This is the rat I'm doing. I have my tweezers. Never feed a snake without tweezers. These, or tongs, whatever. These are awful ones. I'll probably end up dropping this thing, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and offer it. Oh, I'm in shock right now that he's not eating this. Okay. All right, so Squiggles is a little bit on the challenge side. For some reason, every time I feed him, I come back to check on him and he has to like resituate the rat like 3 times to like get it down. So it usually takes him like an hour or so to finish that. So I'll just kind of check up on him in a little bit and make sure everything's going okay. So while Squiggles is eating, I like to clean up his cage a little bit and add fresh water and everything while he's not in there. I'll kind of just go through and pick up like the gross areas and where he pooped and everything, and I'll put new substrate in. These large snake cages really don't need too complicated of a setup. I mean, he really just has something to hide under and a huge water dish, and that's really all you need. This is a 60-gallon tank. He could probably go up to the 80-gallon, but that's just a huge tank, and he seems to be pretty comfortable in this one. So. Alright, update. That did not take as long as usual. He is still kind of finishing up. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, that's the tip of the tail hanging out of his mouth like that. But yeah, he did really good this time, so that's awesome. I'm gonna give him a few more minutes and then I'll grab him and put him back. Alright, well, Sully is put back in his cage after his warm bath. Coconut's food is just about done, so I'll just put some of that in his bowl. And Squiggles is nice and happy in his cage, so we will see you guys next time.